Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a recipe video in a minute, so I decided today to film one. I'm going to be making kind of like a fiesta bowl. It's going to be like a black bean and corn salsa, and then I'm going to be grilling some shrimp to put on top of it. So I'm going to walk you guys through the process of how I make that. We'll go ahead and get started. Ingredients that you'll need: either extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Of course, the black beans. These are ones that I had bought in a bag raw, and I went ahead and cooked them. You don't have to do that. You can just buy a can of black beans and rinse them, and it'll be just as good. Some chili powder, garlic powder. I'm using pink Himalayan salt, but you can use any kind of salt that you like. Some canned sweet corn. And I did the whole kernel corn, not the cream style corn. Some diced tomatoes. And you can cut up fresh tomatoes, or you can use canned diced tomatoes. Either way is fine. Or you can do a little bit of both. Some lime juice. Again, I have this in a bottle. You could use some fresh squeezed lime juice. I have about a quarter of a medium-sized onion chopped up, and then I have some avocado that I've sliced. The avocado I'm not going to put into the salsa. I've just got it sliced up for later whenever it's served. And whoever wants it on top can throw it on, because not everyone in my house likes avocado. So we're going to go ahead and get into mixing this up. Okay, so the black bean and corn salsa has been in the fridge for a couple of hours now. It should be good and marinated. I'm preparing my shrimp and getting ready to cook them. I'm just going to throw them on a grill pan on the stove. But I wanted to go over something really quick. I bought a bag of easy peel shrimp that are supposed to be deveined. So their backs are split and the veins taken out, and the shell just peels off whenever you thaw them out. A couple of them that I found. So this is what they're supposed to look like. I don't know how well you can see this, but the back should be split like this, where the shell just peels off on the sides. This one here is the second one that I've found in this bag that is not split. There's no opening in the shell, and you can see the vein running down the back. Those veins have to be taken out before you can eat these. That's actually where their poop is stored, which is really gross. So I'm going to go over real quick for those of you who don't know how to devein a shrimp. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, because sometimes, as you can see, even in the store-bought bags, you will get some that are not finished properly. So you're going to take a knife, or you can take a fork to run down the shell. So go right up underneath the shell, if you can see there. And we're just going to split the shell down the back like that. And the shell will come off in one piece. And now we just have our little shrimp. So what you need to do for this guy is take a knife and go just under the surface of the flesh like that. And it will split the back open. Just try not to go deep and hit that. So just very lightly down the center of the back. Okay. So now his back is split. You can see the vein is exposed. Take a fork and just go right up underneath it like that. Press your thumb on it lightly, and then you can just pull this out as one whole piece. So here is the little yucky part that you cannot eat. And then there is the deveined shrimp that's ready to go. So that's how you devein a shrimp if you get some that haven't been deshelled and deveined yet. Alright, so I am ready to cook my shrimp. All I have here is a little bit of melted butter that I'm going to brush them with once they're on my grill pan. I have my peeled, thawed, and deveined shrimp here. I'm going to use this Red Lobster seasoning for seafood because it's my favorite to use on these, and I found this at Dollar Tree actually. I'm sure you could probably pick it up at like Walmart or other places, but if you don't have this, another good alternative is Old Bay seasoning. Now the big tubs like this can be a little bit expensive. I think this is like $4, but they sell little bitty containers that would be enough for probably fixing this maybe 5 or 6 times, and they're only like $1. And I've seen the small ones and the big ones at Walmart. I have also picked up the little ones at Dollar Tree before, and I would just use a little bit of this and mix in a little bit of garlic powder, and it would be just as good. Or you can season them however you want, but I'm going to be using the Red Lobster seasoning like I said. All I'm going to do is just shake a little bit of this into the bowl on top of the shrimp. And then I'm just going to toss them around in it to make sure that I get all of them really well coated with that seasoning. So that's how they're looking now. They all have a nice layer of that seafood seasoning on them. My pan has been heating up while I've gotten the rest of this ready, and I have it just on medium heat. You can cook on medium to low. If you have pre-cooked shrimp, all you're doing is reheating them, so heat them on low just until they're warmed through. I prefer the raw shrimp because sometimes the pre-cooked ones are a little bit rubbery. When you have shrimp that has not been cooked at all yet, they take about 4 to 5 minutes to be fully cooked on each side on a grill pan, or if you put them in a regular pan with a lid on it, put a little bit of oil in the bottom, throw those shrimp in and put the lid on, and they should be done in about 3 or 4 minutes. Fully cooked through. They don't take very long at all, and if you overcook them, they're going to be tough and rubbery and hard to chew. So you want to be careful not to overdo it. And then I have my little tongs here for putting them on and turning them. So I'm just going to line these around my pan. And I try to make mine face all the same direction. That way I know whenever they've all been flipped. But you do you. You don't have to follow any certain pattern or anything. Okay, so now that they are on, see if I can zoom you in here a little bit. Okay, now I have just a little silicone brush here that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to dip it in this butter and just lightly brush some over the shrimp. This helps add a little bit more flavor, and it also helps keep them from sticking to the pan. And you could also do these on the grill outside, like a charcoal or a gas grill. I didn't want to waste the charcoal just to cook 15 little shrimp, so I'm doing them on a grill pan inside. If you want to do them on the grill outside, if you have one of those little seafood pans with the holes in the bottom, you can cook them on that. Otherwise, get some bamboo skewers, soak them for about an hour first, and then thread your shrimp onto it and cook them that way. You don't want to try to lay these just on the grill itself because they'll fall through the grates. Because these do kind of shrink up a little bit whenever they cook. Alright guys, everything is finished. I'm getting ready to plate this. I have my bowls here. Here is our black bean and corn salsa that we made. Now, if you had some fresh cilantro, now would be the time to chop it up and just sprinkle it over top of the bowl once it's plated. I don't have any, so I'm just going to have mine plain, but I am going to put some avocado on it. So the way I'm going to do mine, I'm going to put some of that salsa in the bottom of the bowl. And I have my avocado that we sliced up earlier. I'm just going to lay a few little slices of it on top. Like that. And then I'm going to grab my skillet with the shrimp. And this is what they look like. I cooked these for 4 minutes on each side. They got nice and golden. They are cooked all the way through. They're not translucent. That's what you're watching for. Whenever you first put raw shrimp into the pan, they're kind of like a clear color. You want to make sure that there is no clear or translucent part on them anymore. You want to make sure that they're nice and white or pink all the way through. So I've made enough for each person to have 5 of these. So I'm just going to set these on top of that avocado. Well, if I can pick it up, my tongs don't want to work. It's 4. 5. So that is what our bowls look like. This one is ready to go. You also could put a dollop of sour cream on top of there if you wanted it. That's all for this video. I hope you all try this recipe and that you like it. And if you enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up and consider subscribing. Check out our other recipe videos and our haul videos, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.